Hello, everyone. Welcome to the JuvoHub Podcast. My name is Jonathan Saar. I'm your host. Love the show. Thank you, community. You're all awesome and amazing. So today we're going to talk about some nerd stuff related to e-learning and becoming an instructional designer or a content developer, whatever your role is in your learning and development department. We're going to just chit-chat a few little quick principles when it comes to developing your technical skills. In other episodes, we've talked and we've had people on the show that have highlighted the importance of your content, of course, and that is the biggest item. That is, one of the biggest items. Got to make sure that's great, amazing. But now you got to couple that with some really, really good technical skills. So if you're new to the industry, if you're new to e-learning, you're new to asynchronous course development, but maybe you have a background in making content. You could be a person who has a graphic design background or video creation, video editing. So you have a certain set of skills that are already related to content development, in particular when you're dealing with media. Maybe it's a podcast. Maybe you have a podcast. You're editing your content before you get it posted. All those things are good backgrounds. If you have a good technical footing, then the opportunity is there for you if you are interested in expanding that skill set. And if you do have an interest when it comes to, learners and students and engagement in education, then you can take things to the next level. With tools that you already have at your disposal, you really can get yourself a good framework. So now it's a matter of you're really taking some structure to a content. So for instance, this podcast, I'm looking at an outline and it's telling me how am I going to talk to the audience? What am I going to introduce it with? What am I talking about in particular? So what are the key points? What are the objectives of this particular episode? In our case, it's really focused on simple technical understanding of what it will take to become a course developer, and so on and so forth. So really, the beginning component are things that perhaps you've used tools like PowerPoint. So you already have an idea of how to organize what your content is. And so that's a nice way to kind of segue. Now you're thinking of, all right, I'm interested in creating asynchronous courses. If I have the background, I can work with tools like PowerPoint, work with tools like perhaps Canva, work with tools that are like quiz builders. And now you're really focusing on the technical elements and how those technical elements do interact with each other. And there are a lot of other tools that are out there. There's tons of online learning platforms where you can build things from scratch, like Moodle, like LearnDash, Lifter, so on. So it's a great skill set. It's one that's really needed too in our industry and industries all over the place. A lot of you listening are maybe from the property management background, but it is definitely a needed skill within our industry, ones that can create course content. So start small. Start with maybe free like trial versions to things like Articulate, kind of get your feel, see if it's something that you're interested in. And we're going to keep producing technical tips when it comes to creating e-learning content, creating asynchronous content using some of these tools. So look forward to seeing some of those other podcasts where we'll get a little bit more granular with certain elements within the technical sphere. So as an example, you're going to learn about content types. One of the biggest items that are out there when it comes to creating e-learning is SCORM. So that's your homework for today as your instructor. Look up what is SCORM. We will dive into what that is in a future episode. So thanks everyone for joining in today. Again, my name is Jonathan Saar. You are listening or watching the JuvoHub Podcast. Take care, everyone. Class dismissed.